All right, if you live in West Valley City and you've got a dog, this one's for you. We're going to walk through how to find a really great professional trainer, someone who can help you and your pup live your best lives together.
I mean, think about it. The whole point of having a dog here is to get out and enjoy places like the Jordan River Parkway Trail or Centennial Park, right? And good training is what makes that possible. And, actually enjoyable instead of stressful.
So that's the big question, isn't it? How do you pick the right person? We're going to break it down so you can feel really confident in your choice.
Okay, first things first. Before you even look at schedules or prices, you have to understand a trainer's basic approach, their philosophy, and their professional background. This is the foundation for everything.
You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And really, it's the modern gold standard. It's all about teaching your dog what you want them to do by rewarding them for it, instead of just punishing them for mistakes. This builds a much stronger, more trusting relationship between you two. Now, here's something you might not know. Utah doesn't actually have a state license for dog trainers, so anyone can technically say they are one. That's why looking for certifications like these is so helpful. They show a trainer is serious about their education and has passed some pretty tough exams to prove their knowledge.
So you found a trainer whose approach you like. Great. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, picking the right kind of program for your dog and figuring out what the budget looks like. The two most common options are group classes and private lessons, and they're for very different things. Group classes are awesome for learning basic commands and getting your dog used to other dogs. But if you're dealing with something specific at home, like your dog going nuts when the doorbell rings, a private lesson is going to be way more effective.
Then you have board and trains. They're an intense option where your dog lives with the trainer. But listen, the magic isn't just what the dog learns. A good program will spend a lot of time teaching you how to keep up the training. If they don't, all that progress can just disappear.
And of course, there's the cost. Here's a general idea of what you can expect to pay in the West Valley and Greater Salt Lake area. As you can tell, it really varies depending on how much one-on-one attention your dog is getting. This should help you figure out what works for your budget.
Okay, so you've done your homework on philosophy and logistics. Now it's time for the most important step, actually talking to a potential trainer.
You've got all the background info you need to have a really productive chat and find that perfect person to help you and your dog. Treat this like an interview, and here's your list of must-ask questions. You want to hear clear, confident answers, but also pay attention to how they talk to you. A good trainer needs to be a great coach for people, not just for dogs. Do they listen? Do they seem to get your specific worries? That's key.
All right, let's wrap up by talking about what this all looks like in your day-to-day life right here in West Valley City. Knowing the local rules and where to go is a huge part of being a responsible dog owner.
Remember this number, 6 feet. That's the maximum leash length allowed in all public areas in West Valley City, unless you're in a designated dog park. This one rule is exactly why mastering loose leash walking is so important for daily life here. And here are a few other quick rules to know. The rabies shot and tag are required by state law. And while you don't need a general pet license in Salt Lake County, you do need to be mindful of nuisance laws. Excessive barking, that's something good training can definitely help with. And your neighbors will thank you. And when it's time to practice, you've got some great local spots. The dog park is perfect for working on recall in a safe, fenced area. Then you can take those leash skills to the Jordan River Parkway Trail and practice with real-world distractions like bikes and other people.
At the end of the day, that's what this is all about. Putting in the effort now to find the right person sets you both up for years of success. We really wish you the best of luck. Just imagine having that dog that you can take anywhere, who is a joy to have at home, and who you can confidently introduce to friends and family. That's the goal, and you can absolutely get there.